Hey friends, sorry I'm a little late. I wanted to do a video to help you out with some of the questions on the demand problem set. Um, so here it is. First of all, if you come to the module, there's a few things you want to look at. One, you have the demand notes, um, demand task assignment one, which most of you have done, but if you haven't done that yet, you need to get that in. You have your problem set here that you can download. And so just be familiar with these things on this page. So let's take a look at the problem set first. Most of these things on the top we either did in the live class. Well, you're going to kind of do most of these on your own. And then if there are questions about them, I'll answer them in the live session or live class that we have in person. Now down here, if you didn't do this demand for pizza thing, this is supposed to be an individual demand schedule. And this is supposed to be a market demand schedule. Now I shared a couple photos, and you may want to pause here if you see one that you need. But for example, here is the market demand schedule. So if you look at this, if you were remote or you didn't get it, you want to use this one and put that in your problem set right here. Just draw that line down and then copy that into it. And then you'll make a graph, and the graph will look like this. Okay, now this one's a little different because the numbers along the bottom are different, but basically you have pizza slices on top, you have prices over here. There should be a P price over here, but when I took this picture, I think I cut that off. So you may want to put P price over here, and then Q quantity. So you should have a graph that kind of looks like that, maybe with different numbers, of course, along the bottom of your problem set. Okay, so you have a demand schedule, which is like the T table, and then you have a graph. For your graph, you need price, quantity, title, and then graph the numbers. Okay, for individual demand schedule, you'll just make your own. So you'll say like at 50 cents, at $1, at $1.50, at $2, how many slices of pizza do you want? Okay. Now, one of the things that you'll do in this one, which I'm going to do one with you real quick, is for these, read the instructions first of all. I have them up here, and one thing you want to look at is like number 2 income effect matches number 2 income effect demand increases. Notice how it's scenario demand increases and then graph demand increases. So anyway, let's do population effect together. So for population effect, I'll look at the notes that I have. So here's population effect. And so it just says, if the population in a market increases, demand will increase for all goods and services. And then you can just say, and vice versa. So what you would want to do is just sort of type that or copy that into this first box. So if, I'm not going to do it because of time, but if the population of a community increases, I guess I'm going to do it, demand for goods in that community will increase. More people equals more demand. Less people equals less demand, and vice versa. Now you want to have a scenario where demand is increasing. So all you need to have is like a town, and you need the population of that town to increase for some reason. So you could say during the winter, many tourists visit, let's say, Durango, Colorado to ski. Demand for tacos in Durango increases. That's a scenario. That's like a story. It's an example that's meant to illustrate what this means, okay? And then the graph that would go with it, actually, oh shoot, that's a decreasing one. Shoot, I didn't, I'm sorry. You would just flip the D1 and the D2 in this one. I forgot I did decreasing. Actually, I'll show you one real quick. Hurry up. Where is that? Okay. Sorry. Here we go. So it's this one, except for instead of ice cream, put tacos. So you would make a graph that looks like this: P, Q, tacos, demand 1, demand 2. The demand curve shifting to the right,